Hey guys, Glen, Austplant Nursery. Just a garden that I put together, I don't know, a few years back now, but it's all doing really well. Talk about each one that we see here. First little guy we'll have a look at is this guy here. This is called Grevillea Seaview. It's a Dalmatiana form, really nice silvery grey colour foliage. Nice bushy, only growing to around about 30-40 centimetres in height. And then it puts an orangey red coloured flower. Really good for coastal conditions as well as embankments. One of my favourite guys in behind here, my mum's favourite plant as well. This is called Dodonia baronifolia. What you're seeing here isn't actually a flower, that's actually a seed pod. So this guy comes out with a little white flower and then it turns into a little cream coloured seed pod. Then that seed pod ages into this beautiful deep red that we can see at the moment. Not necessarily something I'd use on embankments all the time, but I wanted to get a little bit of height here, so really good for that. Also a great plant for bringing in your seed-eating birds like rosellas, those sorts of guys. This guy I'm actually standing on top of. This is called Grevillea Bronze Rambler, bit of an oldie, but a goodie. You can see how densely and thick this guy carpets. You tend to get a red burgundy hue toward the new growth coming through, and then you get these large toothbrush bright red flowers. It's just starting to bud up now and will flower all the way through summertime. Let's go over the back here. Another real favourite, excellent coastal conditions as well. Brilliant on embankments. This is called Rhagodia spinescens. So it's a little salt bush, silvery grey coloured salt bush. It's actually edible if you wanted to. Yeah, it just stays nice and low. It has a small white flower, but it's pretty insignificant. It's more about the habit of this plant, that beautiful contrasting foliage. So there's some winners. I'll take you around to another embankment. We'll have a look at what's going on there. Here again is our bronze rambler. This guy's actually in flower coming through now. So you can see these beautiful red brush flowers, really good bird attractant. And the fella in behind, so this is Acacia thaliana prostrate. It's bit of a rare plant. It's actually really pretty hard to get your hands onto. It's a prostrate form of the Kudamundra wattle. Beautiful silvery grey foliage, pendulous, just sort of finishing up its flowering now, but you get this beautiful silvery grey colour foliage and masses of bright yellow blooms. Usually in the heart of winter it comes out into full flower, so it really brightens up that dark and dreary winter. I'll show you these guys in behind. Guyamere lily. So yeah, beautiful big flower spikes, lovely big strappy foliage. Bit of a feature statement in the garden. So here we've got Acacia howati, but this is a prostrate form of the sticky wattle. Has this beautiful soft pendulous cascading effect. They call it greenway, and then creamy yellow flowers during the depth of winter. So you can see it's got this great mounding effect cascading over. Right next door to it here, another oldie but a goodie is Myoporum parvifolium. There's quite a few different forms of myoporums. This one's the fine leaf form. It tends to flower throughout the year, but more so through spring and summer. You get masses of little white lacy flowers over it. And then we're going to move over to this guy, Lampranthus. So it's like a pig face. Really hardy. Dogs can walk on it. It's actually quite comfy to lie on. Silvery grey colour foliage, and then when this guy's in flower, which will happen during summer, you get the whole thing gets absolutely covered in these little dusty pink coloured flowers. So really pops of colour during summertime and super tough. So here I am again with the prostrate howati, but I wanted to show you this guy in the background. This guy is called brown butterfly. It's a Brachycema form. You get these really crazy green margins around the edge of the leaf, but then this deep red foliage throughout. So excellent contrasting plant in the garden. And well, we're at it. Another oldie but a goodie is Grevillea lanigera. So this guy is excellent at bringing the birds in and getting them down to your level, and also a really good bee attractant. Quite a long flowering period. So starts flowering now toward the end of winter, all the way through summer, going back into autumn. So really good at bringing your birds in. See our bronze rambler once again cascading over this entire embankment. And this guy, this is a little dwarf leptospermum called Leptospermum cardwell. Just starting to flower up now, coming into springtime. Really good for your bees. Beautiful little pink buds that open to those white, delicate flowers. These guys over time will reach about 1 metre in a little bit, but they have that beautiful Japanesey graceful falling foliage. Other things that are really good for embankments are strappy foliaged lamandras. Because they've got such a big fibrous root system, they're great at binding soil together. Incredibly tough. You really don't need to do anything with them. A lot of these new forms. There are so many forms. I think this one here might be called lime tuft or sneaker. They're the same plant. And you can see some of the normal Lomandra longifolias in the background there as well. So excellent fibrous root system, good at sandy soils and binding things together. I haven't mentioned it yet, but we've also got a new dog. This is called Kyla. She is a superstar. You'll see her around the nursery, so come in and say good day. So yeah, that touches on a few plants that are really good for embankments. We have plenty more at the nursery, so come and check us out. If you've got any questions, come and see us. Thanks guys.